Hi, this is Ryan Donovan. I'm CUNA's Chief Advocacy Officer. Thanks for taking a couple of minutes with our advocacy update. Here are 3 things that you need to know this week about credit union advocacy. First, CUNA and the leagues have called on the Small Business Administration to improve the Paycheck Protection Program. We're also continuing our push to try to get Regulation D relief for credit unions. And our CUNA League COVID-19 survey remains open. The Paycheck Protection Program is a new program that was enacted as part of the Phase 3 stimulus bill. It's a $350 billion small business lending program that's designed to help small businesses impacted by the COVID-19 virus to retain their employees during this period of disruption. The idea is that the small businesses would come into credit unions and banks, take out the loan, which is fully guaranteed by the government, and then if they don't lay off any employees, those loans are forgiven. Now, as with any program of this size, and also given the speed with which it was implemented, there were some problems when it went live this past Friday. So CUNA League sent a letter to the Small Business Administration outlining some of the challenges credit unions were facing in implementing this program, identifying some of the questions that were still outstanding, and providing some suggestions for improvements. We also joined the National Cooperative Business Association and other cooperative associations to urge the Small Business Administration to permit cooperatives, including credit unions, to borrow from the Paycheck Protection Program. Of course, what's keeping credit unions from being able to borrow from this program is a pre-existing SBA regulation that prohibited lenders from borrowing from SBA programs. There's a lot of compliance guidance available on CUNA's compliance community. So if you're having questions about how to implement this program at your credit union, be sure to go to the compliance community at CUNA.org, and there's information there for you. We also continue our effort to try to provide some relief from Regulation D. Of course, this is the limitation on the number of automatic transfers between a savings account and checking account. It's 6 transfers per month. And during a period where everybody's at home and where it's hard to get to a credit union branch, it's easy for credit union members to run into the 6 transfer limit issue. So we've asked the Federal Reserve to relax the limit or eliminate it during this time. And we're also weighing in with Congress, because if the Federal Reserve won't change this on their own, we'll ask Congress to do it in its upcoming Phase 4 legislation. Congress will return to Washington probably later in April, perhaps in May, when it's safe to do so. And when they do, they're going to be putting together another stimulus bill to address this crisis. CUNA and the leagues have a COVID-19 survey up in the field. I talked about it a little bit last week. This survey helps us identify where public policy is impeding credit union service to their members. It helps us understand how credit unions are being impacted by the pandemic. And importantly, the information that we receive from credit unions is going to help us tell the credit union story to policymakers. And it's also going to help us know where to focus our efforts as Congress puts together Phase 4 stimulus, Phase 5 stimulus, and additional legislation to deal with this crisis. So take some time on the CUNA website. You'll find the link to the survey. We're very interested in hearing your views. And if you have any questions about these or other advocacy issues, I encourage you to reach out to me. You have my contact information here. You can connect with me on the various social media platforms, but we're very eager to hear from you, and I appreciate your attention and your time today. Thanks so much.